Honestly, just started my stream. Didn't edit the info or anything. Whatever. We'll do it right now, live on stream. What are we doing? We're doing um undead hell. Can I even use the word hell? Hell plants. That's what we're drawing. See if that works. Tags are good. That's good. Done. We go. Some behind the scenes. All right. Real quick before we start this. Got this music to listen to. I got to do some separation. See what it's like. And then we'll get to doing some animation. But I want to listen to some song first. Okay. Oh, fuck my goddamn elbow. Alright. This, that one, this, that one. Okay. Let's just listen to this real quick. Before that, audio's on and this should be on, so we're all good. Gov is missing, but that's fine. I think it repeats there. Okay. Now let's listen to this one. I don't know which one of the two it is. I think it's that one. Nope, that one's the mic. Okay, it's this one.
My Discord or your Discord?
Oh yeah. There's gonna be some audio in this.
Oh yeah, cool. Oh dude, this is so good for that skull, bro. Having like a character just walk up with this song playing, it'd be like kind of like Mortal Kombat or some shit.
Alright. I don't know how to say it. It's kind of like, I definitely like the sound of the first one, but I think that might be because it's just louder than the second. Just put this over here. So this one was taken straight from stream, and this is the one that I sent. I just get the feeling like maybe it got too messy. And it was better when it was simpler. I'm not very good at music. All I can really do is feel it. I like this version better. I mean, this version doesn't have the bass, so if it was exported at this point, I think I would enjoy it more. This version's simpler. Okay. I wish I had a part that he wasn't talking over though. Yeah, I like it kind of simple. That do 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 do. I think there's probably a part he added kind of the wind sound that's in this one. You can hear like sounds like, to me it sounds like wind in a cave, right? Which is good. I like that. Let me try and just describe what I'm thinking. I don't know if I like the snare there. Ching. I think it was in it originally too. It's so much more obvious now after it's been exported. It was in this one, right? Yeah, it was. I don't know why. Now it sounds like it's too much. That seems like it could get aggravating after a while. If you had to hear it over and over and over again. And that feels like the bass is going on too long in this part. Like it lost the original kind of flow that this part has. I mean, I know it was doing something different, but I don't like that little part. I'm doing the thing that I absolutely hate, which is giving criticism. But I kind of need to understand what I like and what I don't like. And I feel like, I don't know, it's hard because I don't have anything to compare it to. This is all about like music for the game that I'm making and figuring out what I actually want from my game. I've got something here. This isn't like what that song was. They're very different, but um, actually, it's not even this one. It's a different one. What if it's in here? It is not in here. Anyway, yeah, I have something. Let me find it real quick. Like, if I can't explain what I want, I'll never be able to. Uh, yeah, it's just bad, right? So I need to understand music well enough to do that. So right, there's this song. And it's from this Germanic War Drums. I like simple. Like, it's got to be primitive, right? And to me, that means using a couple instruments only. This one's giving me like boss music vibes. I don't like this slowdown. I want it to pick up and get more intense. It needs to make your fucking heartbeat like this. I would have skipped that part that slowed down. But I wanted it more. Come on. Faster, louder. There you go. Right. So when I was thinking about the boss or going into like a boss area, I have this idea in my head to where it's like a slow drum rattle. I really wish I had something. To me, I have a background in construction. There are these gigantic metal gang boxes, and let me look it up real quick. Hopefully without any like without any bad pictures. They shouldn't be, but just in case. Might as well. Ooh. Thanks for the follow. So, I'm just talking about music right now. I'm not a music guy, but it just came to this conclusion that I need to be able to understand music well enough if I'm going to ask somebody to make it for me, right? So yeah, Gangbox, it's let me swap this back. Like this. It's a giant metal box. So if you've ever heard like bucket people drumming on a bucket or drumming on a trash can, it's like that, but times 10, right? There's so much like echo and thunder that you hear when you beat on something like this that's empty. It just rumbles for a long time and it sounds like thunder. And like that's kind of the sound I'm looking for. Though it might be too metal. It's just like a very large drum, right? That has a lot of reverb in it. And that's kind of the sound. I can't explain the noise. And I tried to look up like a video that has the noise. But I can't. Yeah, I need to like actually go and record it myself apparently if I want to explain the kind of drum that I want. But yeah, it's just a very loud or a very like bassy drum that has like a lot of echo to it. I think you can kind of imagine. I don't know. I can imagine. I don't know if a normal person could imagine what it's like to drum on something like this. Because when you sit around in construction, and you got nothing to do. That's all you like. I've done it a lot. Then lots of people do it. You just like, I don't know, gather around the gang box and everybody makes a beat. It it's kind of weird because I don't. It's a very personal thing, I guess, for construction workers that you just sit around a game box and everybody beats on it and try and make something. I mean, there's just been some really cool stuff from that. That's why I like the idea and I kind of clung to it. Um, but yeah, I just this idea of like a beat. You can make really good music with like nothing but. I guess it's two sounds, right? Yeah, it would be the drum, like the heavy drum part, and then you can make like a clack by hitting a side or something like a it's a snare kind of, I guess. It's not a snare, it's a clack, isn't it? That's what I think it is. I don't know what music enough. That's kind of the problem. How the hell do I tell somebody what I want when I don't know what I want, right? Okay. Anyway, my impression of that music is that it just feels like it got too busy personally. I don't know. I wanted more simple. Let me listen to it one more time. I mean, it's definitely good. Don't get me wrong on that. It's just, does it match the tone of the game? That's more important to me. Because this gives me like a techno vibe. Or, yeah, it's more trappy, right? It'll be a weird stream where I'm just listening to music for the first 10 minutes. Because I was really jiving for to it at this point.
My Discord or your Discord?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain now. After listening to it a couple times, I like this version better. I wish I'd have liked to have heard this part exported, because it could be the way the export works that is influencing my opinion. Right? I heard it over a stream, and when you actually hear the actual thing, it tends to sound a bit different. I do like this noise for like there's an area in the game. Uh, I've been calling it the bone waste, but it's like a wasteland. Everything there is kind of like, I don't know. Just imagine like an elephant graveyard, but everything is dust. It's very like Mad Max kind of. It's an area that life doesn't survive in very well, and all the monsters are mutant or mutated. That's kind of like the idea of it. So that music does kind of go hand in hand with that sort of area. All right, we're gonna go back to animation now, real quick. Let me turn on my music. Actually, before that, I want to show this thing off real quick, just because this is a fun thing. If you've ever seen this, I don't know if this will get me copyrighted or something. It might, but I love this. This was actually my original inspiration for this monster we're going to be drawing. And it comes from, yeah, Devil Went Down to Georgia animation. Look at this dude. So fucking metal. That's a very metal thing that showed up in a very, weird place. But I love the little plant guys and stuff. That's what, like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I want some sort of like plant zombies, and that's where the whole like shambler and plant zombie thing actually came from. Okay, back to normal music, back to this. So let me start these. So I wanna. No, this is all good. Music's all the way up. That's good. All right, I think we're all good. All right, screw nothing up. So I got two pictures on screen. These are my reference. The one is this really cool looking haunted tree. And this is just kind of like the feel that this monster's got to have in this area. It's supposed to be sort of like, I mean, there's a bunch of skeletons in this area. This isn't the Bone Waste. This is the undead forest, I guess. So there's a bunch of skeletons in this area, a bunch of undead things. There's a blood god here, and there's an undead god here. So, that we're getting vampire and horror theme, right? So anytime I say I'm going to be drawing something in the undead forest, this is the style that I need to be trying to invoke. So yeah, this little like Nuias tree is usually like haunted trees. They have like a bend in them. It looks like kind of like it's been twisted, and then usually branches look like hands and fingers. I think that's kind of like the standard. So I'm gonna try and do something like that. Oh yeah, I also got this is playing in the background. We're leveling up some more. Look, Masamune is hitting for 327 damage right now. We're gonna keep going. This is great. I've never done this before, but this is a weapon, if you don't know, in Castlevania. It permanently scales, so you can get it up to like 999 damage until it breaks the game, I think. So I just started doing it because I've never done it before. And I think it's funny that you can one-shot absolutely anything with this weapon if you just let it level up. So that's fun. I did level up all the familiars in 99. That was easy to do with this little cheat. So I leveled everybody up. I got all the items in the game. This is what I did off stream. Is I decided to make that game into another 100% playthrough. I mean, it was already pretty much 100%. It just I didn't get all the items. Now I've got them all. There's actually some stuff I never even knew about. There's apparently after you beat the game, or actually it's not after you beat the game. It's after you go to the Upside Down Castle. You can steal Dracula's tunic from the librarian. I never knew that. I actually haven't even equipped it yet. I don't know if it does anything. But yeah, I had no idea you could do that. It's funny how a game like Castlevania have so many little secrets in it. And I'm still learning stuff today. Okay, right, yeah. So this is the old version. I'll show you what I've actually been doing because I'm a good host. I tried to do a palette swap of this, so I could show you that. And basically just made it blue and lowered the saturation a lot. Actually, I should show you the original version, huh? This was the original version first. So it's a red one. Got the lizard dude. Basically, the lore behind this is these plants release these seeds that look like this. Yeah, there we go. Look like that. They're little dandelion seeds, basically. And then they attach onto you, and they're like parasites, and eventually they kill you and turn you into one of, I don't know if he's in here. Yeah, they turn you into one of these, and this is what my zombies are. So they're little plant zombies. And you can see he's got little seeds stuck to him too. So that's kind of like the idea behind that. So yeah, they're just horrific fucking plant monsters that live in the Red Forest. You probably would never want to actually meet, and that's what this version is. And actually, I've removed the seeds, but he had like dandelion seeds around his, I don't know, back of the mouth, I guess, on a plant. And he's got a bunch of animations, shaking, spitting, where he like releases seeds, and then he's got this dying one where he just falls back. So, I mean, the idea behind these variants was to do something easy. But I feel like this is one of those ones that I want it to be more complicated. This isn't just a palette swap. I'm pretty much going to be redrawing this from the beginning. But I am going to follow these animations, and I am going to, I think I'm going to keep the mouth in. So I'm going to keep the mouth in, but I think we're going to make it to where the whole trunk of it is different. To where those little spikes or whatever are hands, or they're hand-like limbs. They don't actually move. And I don't know, maybe I'll twist his trunk up a bit, kind of like these twisted haunted tree images that I've got. I'm not quite sure. I'm kind of making things up as I go. I do know that I did not like this though, this blue petal version. I still don't know, like, I'll figure out colors later. So what I've done is I just made a copy of the ink outline, so at least I get that much of it to start with. And then we're just gonna draw like what the new body looks like, I guess. And, well, I wasn't gonna sketch this, but now that I think about it, I should really sketch this first. So let's just start with a sketch. So I do want it to follow the animations. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult. Like, I shouldn't make it that hard to where I'm drawing something completely new. But I do want these to become like these gnarly kind of finger things. How the hell do I do this? Like, curves also are very haunted. Like, think of Nightmare Before Christmas. The trees and that always have little curly ends on the, or little curly tips. Little spirals. Spirals are like a horror image. The thing is, it doesn't look, I mean, it looks kind of like a hand, but if I'm doing too much hand, then I'm kind of screwing it up. It needs to look like a twisted, deformed hand too, right? These fingers need to be thinner. I was looking forward to moving on to something new, but now that I'm here, I'm like, oh God. This is not going to be as easy as I thought it was. Let's do something different up here. At least this first one. I mean, there's a couple that are more complicated than just palette swapping, right? Palette swapping is the ideal, but there's a handful of them that we're going to be just redrawing, basically. I mean, that's not many. The Hellion is a big one. I didn't think the Hellion. I was pretty convinced that I was just going to make a palette swap when I started this, but I just didn't like it. So there's the Hellion, the Merman, I think maybe the Harpy and the Raptor and the Shambler. So there's about 4 monsters that are going to get this kind of treatment, where I'm just going to be like redrawing them based off of their old animations to make a new kind of creature. I mean, at least I don't have to do any kind of like animation sketching. This is just finding a new form. And I think that's kind of good. I really like this hand, so I'm going to try and draw it. This hand style that's on this reference photo. And then I'll put it somewhere. But this is such a cool looking, like, gnarled hand on this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like pay more attention to music, I guess. I've been putting music stuff off and all, like, actually all audio stuff off. It sounds like an actual song. Yeah, this might get copyrighted. I don't know how this got in here. I'm pretty sure this one will be gone later. Unless it's just like an instrumental, but even then, it'll get copyrighted. Like that. It seems a shame to hide that in the back. I could throw it over here. Oh wait, crap. Yeah, I guess it fits here. It's just going to be behind the head for most of it. Oh well, that's a shame. Actually, I should definitely put these on their own layer too, if I'm going to be copy and pasting stuff. I mean, I can at least leave the hand out and put it in as needed. Because sometimes his head moves out of the way of that back hand, seeing as it's going to be a more complicated shape. I kind of feel bad. I don't know. Maybe not. Like giving somebody a project, but being so picky about it. It seems wrong to me. But also, I'm going to be picky because I want it to be perfect. And when it comes to my game, like, if it comes to it, I would be willing to learn how to make songs just to learn how to make the songs for my game, right? And I might. I mean, it's still on the table. I kind of said that I probably won't, but I still reserve the right to learn how to make music and really become the ultimate one-man army when it comes to game development. Right, I did fucking everything. I made the music, made the sounds, did the art, the coding. I mean, so far I've done everything but the music. I just feel like I don't have a lot of talent when it comes to musical stuff. I can listen to music and say, hey, I like that song, but beyond that, fine, it's not my strength. That's what that backhand's gonna look like. We're not gonna see it in this sketch, so I'm just gonna put it off to the side for now. I think we're gonna, for the dead version, we're gonna get rid of this bone guy. Because these don't have seeds. These are a different breed. I think I'm gonna give him like a glowy mouth. I was also thinking about like drool, because that would be cool. Or like, you know, dripping kind of like saliva, poisonous saliva. Make it look even more dangerous. That'll be fun. I mean, I could just add it to the end of the animation. So, I'll do that. I might do that. I wouldn't mind it having some sort of face or a face-like structure. And looking at this, these back arms, I like them. They're just gonna get in the way if I keep them here. I'm gonna move them back over here as reference. So I can do something to like the head part to make it like it's a distorted face, maybe. Oh, and then we'll go ahead and just do the roots real quick. I think I can raise this guy up. Let me see. No, this actually might be sized to fit him perfectly, now that I think about it. So I can't really like, yeah, he's got a frame in here where he like looks up. This one, yeah. Okay, I can't really lift him up. Also, if he moves up like that, I can't really put a face in there, can I? It's just gonna have to be thin. I could always put one like, this is a plant, but on his chest, basically. I know plants don't have chests, but I could put something here that's like facial-like. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I ditched that idea then. Okay, so we can't make it any taller. Yeah, but because we can't make it any taller, that means I gotta do something funky with the roots. I want the roots to get like more all over the place because that makes it look spookier. So how would we do that? Well, first it would come back up and then dip back down. Come over here. Cool thing about these roots is once I draw them once, I won't have to draw them again. It's amazing how well the roots from this reference image actually kind of match what I've done before. Like, just the way they're spaced and everything actually works almost perfectly. It's kind of funny. Just a coincidence. Maybe we both looked at the same picture of a tree when we made ours. Okay, so I definitely want to do something else though. Do I want to give it like a swirl? I think the swirl is cool. I don't know how to fucking give it a swirl. Just do like a little of this. Ow. Okay, and then it kind of like curves back at this point. I definitely need to do something here at the neck. I just don't know what. I'm gonna give it something vaguely head shaped. Maybe something like okay, wait. How about like this? I saw it in my head. It came to me. Feverish dream. Going for something that kind of looks like it has fangs, but then I don't know. It doesn't really work. You keep in mind, the god that is over this area is supposed to be kind of like a sad god. So things having like a look of despair, definitely on theme. And the hardest part of this is getting all these lines in after this. I'm making this flop around. Add some secondary motion. Okay, and we can use the head. Everything else is changing basically. There's a couple things I can copy and paste here. The arms, all four of them, and the trunk. And then I've already got the head drawn. I'll just have to draw the rest of the trunk, right? The roots, not the trunk. The stump, I think. It's not really a stump when it's all together, is it? Okay. Right. So, best way to do this? I mean, I could just bring the face in last, because I've got the line work for it, and I'm drawing everything based off of it. Okay, let's make a copy. Oop, shit. No, I know what to do. Yeah, I just, on the first one, here, we're just going to ink all this stuff in and copy it into every frame. So I don't think the hands are going to bend or anything. They're branches that look like hands, so they shouldn't move themselves outside of waving. All right, so I'm at 5. Is that's way too thin? That's pretty much it, yeah. Hair's really starting to bug me. I was just not made to have long hair. It's so weird. I'm gonna grow it out and I'm probably just gonna cut it immediately. I'm gonna grow it out just to say I've done it once and then never again until I die. What an unusual thing to do. This is a really good song. It's very simple, isn't it? It has a couple little flares on it, doesn't it? I've never considered I've never listened to individual instruments and stuff with music much to identify why I like it. I should just send him a couple of these songs that I actually really like. I kind of did that. I should at least collect some of these songs that I think sound like something that I would want. I've heard it's bad to actually put songs in your game before it's made, because it gets you accustomed to the song. It's bad to put temporary songs like placeholders, because it trains you to only accept the placeholder after playing it for so long, and then when you put anything else in the place, it'll always feel wrong, even if it is arguably better. So yeah, I don't want to put anything in the game that's not made for it. I've got a couple things figured out though. I know the title is going to be no music. Title is just going to be the sounds of nature and the sounds of thunderous footsteps. Very similar to kind of like a Jurassic Park. Castlevania did that too, actually. I'm pretty sure the start screen for Castlevania, I don't know if it has any sound, but it definitely, there's no noise. When you go into select your file or whatever, there's a song there, which is really nice. But the title screen itself has nothing. I like the idea of having nothing right in the beginning, just to kind of cause you to slow down, and I want it to invoke a natural feeling, I guess. So the gentle sounds of nature, but the ominous footsteps. of something lurking along. That works really well. That's what I'm gonna do for the title. And the options menu, they'll both be like that. When you start the game, if I'm gonna start doing music, I'll probably do it there though. I don't know. I was getting it in my head that I was okay with not even doing music except for like boss theme and trying to do it to where it's all just natural sounds. But I don't think that's probably not the right way to go. It's gonna make things kind of bland. I can at least copy this little eyeball shape that I've drawn. That won't ever change. Might as well copy what we can, and that'll kind of like show me where that is. Alright, so I know he bends like right at the trunk, or the roots. Yeah, I guess this is the trunk, I don't know. At the base. He bends at the feet. I'll just make it living. I mean, all my favorite games have amazing soundtracks, so why wouldn't I want to have an amazing soundtrack too? Okay. Oh, this is part 2. Alright. So I copy this stuff in every frame, put it where it needs to go, and then we'll work out the base of it later. Now, because of the way I did this, it's funny, I didn't mention, but going through all this, like, this Hellion is a very old animation. It's one of the early monsters I made. So the way it's structured in this like folder right here is way different from how I do things now. So yeah, there's like a lot of unnecessary frames in here that really needed to be cut out, and now I gotta go find out what they are. I'm not gonna cut them out because it's gonna make things confusing for me. But I at least need to identify what does not need to be drawn. And that includes, what am I gonna do? Am I just gonna make a little mark saying don't draw this frame? No, I'm just gonna do what that one did. I'm gonna put the number of the frame that's supposed to be there. So yeah, there's a bunch of spots where it goes back to the frame that it was gonna be. See, this is completely unnecessary. It goes 1, 2, 3 to clinch, and then it basically goes, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 to clinch, and then it goes 3, 2, 1 back. 3, 2, 1. So instead of doing it that way, I should have just done the clinching part and made a note to play this part of the animation back. Actually, if I separated this into just the idle animation, I would just know that, okay, it clenches, it unclenches. Instead, I was doing it like this, where I was, I don't know, labeling them all, and it's just, it was dumb. I'm gonna continue doing dumb because it's easier than trying to fix it now. So I'm just gonna write what's supposed to be in these frames, and yeah, we won't actually do them. Actually, fuck, I can't do this because I'm about to copy paste. Oh no, I know how to do this. Wait a second, I can just go back a couple. Yeah, if I delete all these, then this won't even be in here. I need to do it on this one. Oh my god, what happened? No, god damn it. You're number 55. Stay that way. No, not 555. Oh my god. There we go. Right, yeah, I need to put it in this frame. Because these don't matter. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. The fuck is that? Is that a 9? It's gotta be a 9, right? Yeah. 9. My 9s suck. I've got bad handwriting. I do everything wrong. I've learned this later in life, that apparently my spelling teacher just, or my, whatever, I'm gonna blame them, because they never told me how to actually make letters and numbers. Apparently you're supposed to start, what, a 7 at the top? Yeah, it looks better too when you do that. I always do this. I do it from the bottom. And it's just a part of who I am. I can't fix it, and I don't want to. I could fix it, but fuck that. Who wants to relearn how to ride a bike? So yeah, I do a lot of numbers unconventionally. I think I do 8s different than normal people too. I feel like other people's 8s look good, better than mine. My 8s tend to turn into like 6s because I do like that. Oh wait. Yeah, or they'll turn into 9s because of that. How do normal people do 8s? They don't do this, do they? There's no way people do that. They gotta do it like that. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. We've got that identified. Now I can copy this for 55 frames. This soundtrack has so many whistleable tunes in it. Gotta fight the urge not to whistle into the microphone, because that never sounds good. Honestly, maybe I should have drawn the whole part of the head, because that actually doesn't ever change. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do that real quick, even though I just made all those copies. Technically that part never changes, and it'll help me like put where all this stuff goes. So let's just quickly so at least now I know that this will line up here. There we go. So I just like paste that into that area. So we're just going to go through every one of these and put things where they're supposed to go. And that's a good way to cheat some of the animation. And just do it one piece at a time. Let's start with the head. This doesn't have to move ever. Oh, and actually, so I don't fuck up. All these, real quick, all these frames that have a number on it, just clear them so I'm not accidentally doing these. If it has nothing on it, I won't screw up and do it. Also, I think I'm going to do something different with the way it dies. I don't know if I'll do this falling over part. Alright. So I'm looking at, I think the sketch is going to distract me. And just so I remember, so my comments for this was, when it does its seed attack, whatever the seeds are, they deal damage. And then it has a scream that causes you to get feared. So that's the new stuff that I was thinking of. Other than that, it's going to do the original stuff, which is bit of poison projectile, rain a bunch of poison projectiles. Yeah, and it does the shake the seeds off thing, which, yeah, those need to be something that deals damage now. I think the fear scream, it'll just raise its head up and gotta send out some sort of shockwave or something that fears the player. I don't know exactly what that'll be. But I needed one more monster that causes the fear status effect, so this guy was it. So when we kill him, what can we do? I'd like something magical now. I mean, I can do any magical thing I want with this one because he's definitely magical. I can go look at my list of death animations and see what was missing. But I like the idea of him shriveling up or something because that fits the whole theme of him being a plant monster. does that follow? Order Studio. Oh, thank you. Move some stuff out of the way. I bet if I went to Home Depot, I could find some game boxes. It would be kind of rude to start drumming on them, but just pull out my phone. I don't think the phone will pick up audio very well, though. How should I go about this? I get one chance to grab the sound before getting kicked out of the store. Oh wow, okay, this one can be copied a couple times. There's definitely no movement. 26. You know, I'll just leave the head where it is, and that'll tell me to copy there. I think the arm's gonna start getting in the way here. Damn it. So this is how you can make an animation a little less daunting by just copying the pieces that don't move much. Honestly, I don't think this needs to move at all. I'm going to ignore that too. Only the mouse really moving. Alright, and this part. Okay. Death animation. Okay, shriveling up. It's kind of a complicated animation. Not necessarily. I think falling over is out though. I can always, oh, you can chop it down, duh. It's a tree. Honestly, chopping it down makes a lot of sense. And it shouldn't be too hard to do. I'm just thinking, like, what does it look like when it gets chopped down? Well, actually, I could just use this falling over animation, right? But instead of just bending it at the trunk there, I break it. So it's the same thing, really. I don't really have to animate anything that I haven't done already. And we get kind of a new death. Okay, I think that works for me. So here's what I want to do. Because there are so many of these. Up to 5. So 51 to... Yeah, 51 to 55. Delete these. And all this stuff is in the way. I'm going to move it on the other side. And then copy it again. We could add something like supernatural with the death too. I need to think also, what are the seeds like in this? It's not a dandelion anymore. But whatever the projectile is that floats down and comes off of it, I think it would be like little flaming spirits or something maybe. It's gonna be like ghost-like. I like the idea. Okay, you know what? You've seen I love how I'm saying you like you're a person. Ah. Anyway, you've seen those lantern festivals, right? There's little orange glowy lanterns they let go. Looks real pretty. I'm thinking something like that, except for instead of pretty lanterns, they're very dangerous ghostly embers that really hurt if you get hit by them. Something like that. It still has that Halloween charm. Alright, so looking at this, I'm really like give myself any help with this. um, yeah, I'm just gonna have to eyeball it, I guess. The bottom's easy because the claw goes into that little bottom hook. So that's kind of easy to line up, right? But the top, it's just like vaguely in the center. Which is really easy to start getting it off or out of the wrong spot. I feel like maybe I should have added a dot or at least two. It would have been a really smart idea. It's too late now. But if I'd have added like a little dot inside of here, just like something right in this spot, I could have erased it later, but that would have told me exactly where this arm needs to go inside the claw there. Damn, I wish I'd have done that. I guess I like that idea so much that I really need to cut all these arms back out and put them back in. I think it's a good idea. So let's do that. I'm gonna cut all the arms back out and paste them back into the thing. Are we? That's gonna take forever. Is that really worth it? I mean, the only one that really needs it is this one. I guess I could just eyeball it. It's gonna lift up. No, it isn't. It'll lift up there. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to flip it at some point. God, I don't know if that'll look good or not. We shall see. This might become very jank. The big thing is I don't want to resize the canvas. Sometimes I wonder if what I'm doing is saving time or increasing the time it takes to do something. Hard to tell. At least this is going to remain mostly consistent. But we are spending a lot of time moving stuff around instead of drawing lines. I think this is still faster. Drawing a hand over and over again, I feel is definitely going to take about as much time as this takes to do. If not more. This is where it's gonna flip, I think. Yeah. Actually, I just thought of a way. All that stuff I was talking about making a reference point, I could totally do that without doing anything else. That idea just came to me. All I have to do is make this, go back to layer 1, and make a little red dot. Okay, that's not a little red dot, but whatever. Make it there. So it's not actually in the thing, but that's where I'm dragging from every time anyway. So I can just like set my center point to be that, and then I know that's where it lines up. Genius. See how well it works out. See? So when I select, I just bring my center point to be right in there, and I know that's where the claws needs to be. And then I can rotate from there. This will at least get it closer back to where it's supposed to be by the end. I can do that at least for the other limbs when I get to them. So it wasn't really necessary. This was the only one I needed this little trick for, but well, maybe I'll remember this for the next one. Who knows? Probably not. It'll help for the rest of this one at least. kind of cool how the arm's going to cover up the mouth a few times. Alright, so this one gets repeated. Kind of looks like it's back where it's supposed to be. It might be true. Yeah, it is back where it was. Oh cool, I didn't have to move here. Going back to eyeballing it. Somewhere around here. Guess it's going there. I don't know how long I'm going to stream today. I feel like it's going to be a smaller stream today. Just because I'm actually getting hungry and I want to go cook. So, I mean, that's got a lot to do with it. But, you know, I've been releasing some really long streams too. Maybe a couple short ones ain't bad. I say that, we're almost at 2 hours, so short as in 2 hours long. That's kind of subjective. Whatever. Okay. Last one. Here. I think I'll get all these pieces to where they go, at least. And then, I mean, really, I just want to go cook food. I don't really feel like I need a break. It's more like I want to go get something to eat. Oh, this is definitely got to go about here. So, do that. Oh. Now every other arm. Okay, so this one's kind of cool because the little claw there fits right into that corner. So as long as I use that as a reference, it'll be good. Also, I'm just kind of feeling like I've got the mood of watching a podcast or something, you know. Yeah, I think my computer's running a bit hot right now. Maybe because of Castlevania's been running all night. I might want to give it a break. I'm just hearing the fan now. I wonder if that's coming up on the mic. I hope not. It is louder than normal. No, it's not turning on the mic, but it might be in the background now when I talk. That's usually if you hear like a fan noise. The computer fan's not too far away and it's a loud fan. This big ass computer. I really should have put that. Well, I can't really put it on the other side without like extension cords for my microphone. There's definitely a better setup for my computer. I had to like move the room around again. I think I could do better the next time. Wait, is this in the same spot? Yeah, it is, mostly. I'm gonna get it pretty much where it was before. Okay, yeah, and at the same rotation, that would be nice. Some way I can get this perfect, I don't think. Okay, it doesn't matter if it moves a little. In fact, I think I'm gonna turn this off, just for now. We've gotten pretty high. He's currently at 339 attack power on the Masamune. Oh, it's so hard to move. In frame skip mode. There we go. Sure is fun to fly around as the mist and just murder everything super fast, though. Oh, I just missed a Flamebird. Free Flamebird. Overwrite. And we got pretty high level. Still only level 76, though. I've killed 242,000 enemies. Almost 243,000, actually. We're like 20 shy. The time has been maxed out for a very long time. It got to 99 hours a long time ago. That's kind of funny. Be great. I've gotten to level 99 before. I don't know if I ever did all the familiars. I know I did like the bat and the sword and the demon. I don't think I did the ghost and the fairy. Because the ghost and the fairy, you actually have to level them up normally. So I don't think I bothered with them. I don't know. I don't. Maybe I didn't get to level 99. I thought I did. But if I got to level 99, there's no reason I wouldn't have leveled them up too. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, we're gonna get to level 99 this time around. I don't know. I've done level 99 in a lot of games, like Final Fantasy VII, Breath of Fire. Actually, I think that's the only two games I ever went all the way to 99. I don't know. There might be more. I just can't think of anything. Sometimes it's just games that I really enjoy the grind on, and I just keep going and going. This one, there's nothing to it. I just turn on frame skip. I mean, I went to level 99 in those games, and I had no frame skip or save state, so I did it the old-fashioned way. Though even Castlevania, I would just leave the game on and let my familiars kill stuff overnight. I think actually that's probably what happened. So I got like the sword, the bat, and the demon to 99, but I let them level me up, and that's how I got my character to 99. But I never bothered with the fairy or the ghost before because they won't auto level. Oh my. Am I gonna... I was gonna do all this, but maybe I'll just stop here too. Even though we didn't accomplish too much. We did show like what this guy's gonna look like at least, and how I'm gonna do line work. I mean, really, it's just I'm putting all the pieces where they go. Right? I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm putting everything where it goes, and then once it gets there, I will line work the trunk here. And then this is what he should look like. And then the last thing I'll do is, I'm planning on making this like maybe a mossy bit right here. So I'll animate that through every frame. The skeleton won't be here anymore. I'm gonna get rid of that. He's just gonna have this like whirly looking trunk. It's not too hard though, like just a couple lines. I didn't do anything too fancy. I mean, honestly, the skeleton was probably harder. And the skeleton, I just copy and pasted it and used the mesh tool to move it around. You see in each one of these frames, the skeleton just kind of like, if he does move, he bends. So I didn't actually draw it again. And then, yeah, I just kind of like bend it and then erase the parts that you don't see. I think I was able to hide it pretty well. So I don't think any of this will be as difficult as that is. The big things are going to be, the moss is going to be new. The inside of the mouth is going to be different. I'm going to make it like, almost like it's dripping poison. Maybe I'll put some little like teeth things in there or something. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with the inside of the mouth. The old one, I did this right here. You can see the inside of the mouth. That's just a flame brush with lots of different colors or something to get that effect. It's actually not too hard to do. And I could always repeat that if I wanted to, but I wanted to do something a little different this time around. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I'm probably just going to play with a few things until I get something interesting. And then, yeah, I'm going to make like the inside of his mouth glow. I'm going to make that little eyeball knothole thing glow. And then he'll have like dripping poison. I do still need to figure out like what the seed thing is that he's supposed to shake off. Maybe the seed idea is gone and I do something different with that animation. Maybe that could just be the Terrify thing and we get rid of the seed thing. I don't know, the seed thing is kind of cool though, the way that it's like small floating projectiles, right? If I get rid of that, I don't know. I'm gonna think about it some more, probably while I'm eating. But yeah, it's gonna be a short stream. I'm gonna do a lot of this off stream, I think. It depends on how I'm feeling. But I'll definitely show it the next time I start up the stream. But that's the end of this one. Later.